Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this video, I will discuss about material BGP community attribute community. So in this lab, we will try to make a lab and configure how to make a BGP community. So in this attribute BGP, there is name is community. There is community, so the function is to add some information to the prefix that advertise to the BGP. So attribute is used to decide the best route in the BGP. So without further ado, let's make a lab. So I will use the PNet lab to demonstrate the BGP attribute community. So we will use 3 Cisco router. So this is the lab, and just need to connect it. Here, and then this is the topology. So now we make a label the link to set the IP address. This link to, and then this 30 the slash is up to you, but I will use slash 24. And now we make what an information or a text to decide the autonomous system of the BGP. So in this slide, we will use 2 autonomous systems. So the first is make it bigger as 1. On the bottom, this 3 router is AS1, and this router is in different AS. So this means we will use the eBGP method in this community lab. Yes, AS S2. This is AS2, this is AS1, this is AS2. Now we start all the routers. Start. So first thing first, because this is an AGP, so the router 1, if you want to connect to the router 3, they must use a full mesh topology. So in this lab, we will use only the router 2. The router 1 will use the router 2 to connect the router 3. But in the eBGP method, this cannot be worked because the eBGP have to be a full mesh topology like this. So how we make it is by making this router 2 as a route reflector to router 1 and router 3. So router 1 and router 3 will connect to router 2 because they are in the same AS, that is router 1. So this means is eBGP, iBGP, and this is the will be the route reflector. Then connect. Just need to wait for a minute. So first thing first, we will config the base config or the default config, that is IP address first, basic config, and 10.10.1, and then subnet, and then we make a loop back for this router. We will make 2 loop back for the experiment, the iBGP community, the BGP community. We'll make this network So in the router 1, there is two IP loopback. There is 111 and 11.11.11.11. So the 11.11, this IP address will be the experiment for trying the BGP community attribute. So first, and then we make the router BGP1, the neighbor, and oh no, we'll make the IGRP first to connect the each link in this IGP. Then ada network, no auto summary. And on the router 2, we make the BGP2, we make the IP address 2, the face, the address, oh sorry, 0, and then IP address that connect to the router 3, 20.20.21, and then that connect to the router 4 on this link, the address 3.3.1, and then the loopback to be the router ID for the BGP later. Then we make the loopback to loopback 0 to 2. And we configure the AGRP to connect this router to the physical link to the AGRP. So we advertise the network that connect to the router 1. Sorry. We ping first. Oh yeah, I forgot to no shutdown it. The IP address, no shutdown, interface range, and no 0 to 2, no shutdown. Yeah, I forget, sorry. Now we can try to ping it again. It works now. Now we continue to the configure the AGRP that connect to the router 3. Now we move to the router 3 and then configure basic configuration like the other router, IP address and IP loopback, and then the AGRP later. 20.20.22. No shutdown it. I forgot it. I forgot to shutdown. And then wait, and then do ping to test the connectivity. It works now. Now the AGRP. Net. Okay, it works now. Now we configure the router for as the eBGP later. The address 30.30.31. Then root. No, we need in this router we will not use the AGRP to connect it because this is an eBGP. So we only use the peering normal BGP like the other BGP lab. So we don't need to add this network to the AGRP. So this network will only be the eBGP peering, and this network will be an iBGP peering with AGRP. And in this router will be the root reflector for the router 1 and router 3. Now router 1, make a BGP1 neighbor. Forget the IP address. So this loopback address will be the root reflector for the other router. Neighbor 2222 remote AS. Ada neighbor 1010. Wait, I forgot the line. Oh, only this. And then neighbor 2222 update. So I forgot the loopback. So the loopback is loopback 0. So after that, we advertise the network, this network to the BGP. And then mask. Here now we move to this router, BGP1 neighbor 1111 root reflector client remote IS1 root reflector client update source loopback 2, because I forgot this is on the different loopback address. So we'll use this loopback address as the root reflector server router. Sorry. And then neighbor. So forget the line. Yes, we continue to the lab. Remote IS1. Now we continue to the neighbor on the router 3. Neighbor 3333. And I forgot to bring this in the loopback address. Just loopback address. Neighbor and then remote IS1. Live. Source of two. Oh, we add the address 22222 and mask. Now we make this BGP1 neighbor direction to the root reflector. Sorry, remote IS1. I forgot to advertise the loopback on the EGRP. Not the loopback. Then the loopback. EGRP. Then map. Sorry, this is not 222 but 111. Router EGRP and map. Sorry guys, I'm focused now. So before we make a root reflector on the loopback address, we must connect all this interface link and the loopback address to the AGRP first before we make the root reflector. So kind of the BGP are already up on this router. Now we connect this router, the BGP WAN neighbor 2222 and the remote AS is one, sorry, neighbor 222 root factor client neighbor 222 update source LO. Nah, now our root factor already up. Okay, now we connect this router. Wait a minute. Router 2. Now we are use a BGP peering that connect to the router 4. BGP 2. Then neighbor 3032. Remote AS 2. Neighbor 30. Next. So. And on the router 4, we configure the BGP to connect this router to the from AS2 to the AS1. Sorry, delete it. Router BGP to neighbor 3030 to remote AS. We will not wait until it's connect. Sorry, this is not 3032 but 3031. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I think I'm wrong that I'm wrong to configure the IP address. This IP address is 3032 and then we continue the BGP to neighbor 3031 and move AS2. Nah, it's already yeah, because I will make the router ID first. I forgot to bring this to the loopback. I forgot to configure the loopback on the router 4, so the BGP will not have the router ID. Make it from the start, from the beginning. We go 31, when S1. Network 4444 mask router 2 ensure Wait. Don't say I forget to. Nah, sorry guys. I forgot to turn on this interface. Now the BGE is up. So now we can show it. And then we already configured this topology with root reflector on the EBGP, IBGP, and this EBGP peering on router 4 and router 2. Now we will see the result. We will IP root BGP. Now we advertise all of this router IP loopback on the BGP. First on the router 1, net, mask, on the router 2, net, is already on the router 3, net, see on this. Nah, this IP address from router 1 already can be reached from the router 4. It can be reached from the router 4. Now we will continue to the mainnet. So BGP community. So in the BGP community there is three ways. There is no export, no advertise, and internet, and local AS, autonomous system. So first is no export. So no export means the prefix or the network that already advertised from the BGP that configured with community no export, we will not be distributed to the EBGP. So if we configure the no export to the network on the router 1, no, the router 4, because he is on the EBGP, this router 4 will not reach the address that already configured community no export by this router 1. So we will try after router 1 configured no export to one of the IP address in the router 1, router 4 cannot reach it anymore. Sorry, to show IP interface. So the router 1 have this network that already advertised to the BGP. So now we will see if now router 1 already advertised this network to the BGP. And now we will see if the router 4 still can reach it or not. Ping. Sorry. I think we will need to this router 2 needs to advertise the network that connect to the router 4 so that the router 1 can reach it at the first. Nah, we see the IP address table. Now can we ping it again? Sorry. Ping from the router 4 to the router 1. Sorry. Do ping. It works now. And we see at the the BGP table. So, as you can see, the router 4 can reach all of the IP address loopback from the router 1 that already advertised by the router 1. This is from the router 1 and this is from the router 1 too. So now we configured to this IP address loopback. So we configured from the router 1, we configured the IPBGP community on the router 1 that the rules is after we configured that the router one cannot reach this network anymore because the router one already blocked it with the no export community. So first thing first, we make an IP access list to permit this host, this single host, to configure to the BGP. And we make a route map. No. Export. And then match IP address 1. So it means this route map will match the IP address that on the access list 1. So the IP address 1, it means IP address on the access list 1 will get changed by the route map, will get setting by the route map, and then set community. No. Export. Now we get to the BGP 1, and then we delivered this because this network that we advertise to the router BGP 1, that router fork can reach this network through the router 2. So it means we distributed this community from the neighbor, from this neighbor, that means router 2. Send community. Okay. Sorry, bro. Remote. Put your neighbor. Send community. And then route map. No. Export. Out. So it means we will send our route map that not export this IP address through the router 2. So this router 1 will not advertise the IP address, will setting or will define that route map that already make in this router 1 to the other router. So it means out. So we will this router 1 will distribute this route map through the neighbor 10, 10, 10, and 2. So all of this router will receive the route map that already made by the router 1. So now we will see the IPBGP table. Wait. Forget the configuration. Oh, sorry. On the router 1, I forgot to configure this because we use the route reflector, so we don't need to advertise, or we will need to we don't need to define this physical neighbor. So we just need to look back. Then send community to this router vector. Neighbor. Route map. No. Out. because we already used the update source loopback is from the loopback 2, so it means we enable not this anymore, but this, because this address loopback from the router 2, this 222 address is the root reflector address from the router 2. We'll check it again. Now, as you can see, now this 11.11.11 already erased, and all of the IP address from the router 1 already erased from the router 4. So now in the routing table, router 4 cannot reach router 1 anymore, because this no export will cut or discard the IP address to the eBGP. Will cut or discard the IP address that already advertised to the BGP. So after that, the network that already advertised to the BGP, after he configured by the no export committee, so the other eBGP routers cannot reach that network anymore. But in this router, now still can reach the router 1, because the no export committee will affect only on the eBGP. So I think that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before that, I'm sorry if I explain it wrong or not correct, because I'm still learning about this. So I hope you can get the benefit from this lab. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.